Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between our visitors and the New York Giants. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
First down, Bridgewater. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on first down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Get him, boys. Yeah.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Manning. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now again, right side. It's Manning.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So on the big tight end, Holden.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holden.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Manning. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 91 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Running it here with Peyton. Fights free yet again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play. Who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, you did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and in.
And what I'm thankful for is it wasn't me in that situation, because one of the toughest things about defending the deep ball,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Looking to throw. Fields. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Bridgewater to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw, Bridgewater. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Manning. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Raiders on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. Play fake. That is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out left. He'll try and run it. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. Now Saquon Barkley. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater looking for a camp. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dexter Lawrence. He's the one that got home and take Knocks him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Holding offense.
Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. Jaron Reed, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields airing it out, looking for Ridley. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Everyone got 4 down.
This is Barkley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Barkley. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Bridgewater now. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
On 1st down, Fields. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 3rd down, Fields will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 39, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
One hallmark positioning and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting Penn.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to night it. It's good for a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. To throw on second down, Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now down 13-6, a minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Bridgewater to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Got a man, Slayton. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards and a Giant first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. He's back to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for our visitors, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And another road date awaits them next week as their opponents will be the Los Angeles Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get it.